Well, it's the day after the election, everybody, and we know the results. Trump has won. Kamala has done her concession speech. She has given up and said that Trump is, the winner, the president. She's not going to fight, drag it out, bow out. It's over. And so here we are. She did a concession speech earlier today. And you all probably saw it. It's still out there for the replay. I didn't see it. I heard about it. But yeah, he's in there now for the second time and the final time. He beat Hillary Clinton in 2016, beat Kamala Harris 2024 for a second term. And so, a lot of people are happy because he's saying he's going to be sending the migrants back. People have been complaining about the migrants in Chicago, Denver, New York City, certain migrants that are out here committing crimes, Texas, busing them to the different sanctuary cities because, they didn't want nothing to do with them down there in Texas. And so, yeah, it's been a lot. And for, them getting benefits and housing, job training, so much money on link cards for food, actual cash. Some got pre-approved for housing. A lot of YouTubers have been doing videos on, the benefits that migrants have been getting, and they complaining that U.S. citizens like me are not able to get any type of aid and assistance from the United States government, in which they pay taxes into. You have all of the homeless, and then the migrants coming over here, up here from Venezuela, and just getting an easy ride. And so people have been very upset, and I think that helped Donald in his winning the election because he's saying he's going to send the migrants back. He wants to try and bring more jobs, make things made more so in the United States. And so a lot of people really was feeling him on that. Now the whole abortion thing with them overturning Roe versus Wade and him being in, may make it harder for women to make the choice to have an abortion. People aren't going to like that. I don't, obviously, a lot of women are not going to like it. But that didn't really stop him from winning. There was a lot of women that were still voting for him. Megan Kelly endorsed him. Amber Rose endorsed him. I think it was Tulsi Gabbard. She endorsed him as well. Because I think she used to be a Democrat. Now she's switched over to Republican. And so he got Tulsi Gabbard's vote. So, he got a lot of support. Even with the whole Republicans being against abortion, their feeling on that, he still got pushed through. When I was watching the poll results yesterday, and he jumped out to the triple digits with the electoral votes, that quick, and Kamala was still in the double digits. This was between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Time. I already said in my head that he was going to win, and we would not have to wait until Wednesday and let it be long and drawn out to find out who the next president is. Then you also had a feeling. I saw Kamala, she was at Howard University. And so, the guy came out saying she would not speak tonight. That's normally you don't hear that or see that. So the fact that she didn't even want to speak, I think she kind of knew the writing was on the wall and that it was over. Just had a whole bunch of people sitting out there and they're watching what I'm watching outside at Howard, just watching the TV. It's like, could have stayed at home for that. So, that was crazy. And, you got the people who are worried about Project 2025 and what's supposed to happen starting January 1st is supposed to go into effect. Trump says he's not connected to it. We'll see what happens with that. You never know. I know he said he's going to use Elon Musk to audit the entire United States government just to see where all of this money goes, the spending. You see the spending going to Ukraine and to Israel. So that'd be nice to see exactly where things are going and what can get cut, just audit the entire United States government. And he shouldn't have any pushbacks because they've got control of the Senate and the House of Representatives. So the Republicans have Congress as well. So it's a full swing. Trump won a lot of the swing states. They got him those electoral votes, key states, and that hurt Miss Harris as well. So, she's still She's still Vice President Harris, and Joe is still president until January, I think, 9th. It's inauguration day. One of those dates in January. When now we'll just have uh, Vice President Vance, J.D. Vance, and President Donald Trump. And there you have it. Tim Walz and Kamala couldn't pull it out. I saw the numbers for Jill Stein and Robert Kennedy. They were both between 500,000 and 600,000 votes. They were never a threat. I knew they weren't going to win. I know a lady who voted for Robert Kennedy, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I said Trump was going to win, and he did. Um, some people called me insane and just thought I was selling out. People who look like me for saying that he was going to win and saying I should be supporting the black woman, but selling the person. I'm looking at policies and who's going to help benefit the community. And, even on certain individual level things based on what we have with these two candidates. Some think they weren't the best choices, but that's what we had from both parties. So, you can play the whole lesser of two evils games. I know a lot of people are tired of that. It's like, don't take my leg, but take my arm, lesser of two evils. That doesn't really make any sense. But, here we are. So how do you all feel about it? Are you scared of Project 2025? Did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Kamala, Jill Stein, or Robert Kennedy? Did you write in to vote? I know Antonio Moore, he has a channel on YouTube called Tone Talks. He voted down ballot Democrat, and he didn't vote for any of the four. He wrote in Cornel West, he said on one of his videos that he uploaded 2 days ago. Today is Wednesday, the 6th. I think he uploaded it on November 4th. Yeah, because I was watching it. Yeah, that was November 4th. Or it might have been yesterday. No, it was November 4th. And so, yeah, he said he wrote in Dr. Cornel West, who was running at one point. Because you can write in your own name. I wonder how many write-ins were there, but regardless, Donald got the electoral votes, the 270. He actually got 277, I think. He got more than the 270. You just need 270 to win. At least 270. You can get more than that. And then I think he got the popular vote, too, which is in the millions. So he got the popular vote and the electoral vote. So people can't really dispute that. Say, hey, wait, she got the majority of the votes. She's more popular. Like, now. Nope. At her Howard, her campaign grounds last night, they had some Divine Nine in the house, some Zetas, some AKAs, some Q Dogs. I saw some Alphas. They were out there trying to cheer her on, support, but none of that mattered. People just weren't swayed by the celebrities, the Cardi B's, Megan Thee Stallions, Quavos, Beyonce's, Barack, Michelle, Jennifer Lopez. I know Barack bought out Eminem. And, people just weren't having it. Like, yeah, you bring all these people out, but we still going to vote how we want to vote. And some Tone Talks talked about that. Antonio Moore, he said how it's an insult to black people when they bring Quavo and Megan Thee Stallion out, or Lil whoever, in terms of trying to tell us who to vote for politics. And they said it just insults our intelligence because, we have real issues in the black community, and Democrats trying to get our vote by doing that just shows how much they undermine our thinking process. So, that's kind of that relationship that black folks have with the Democratic Party. But they've lost, and, I think there was an article on Newsweek.com where it said a lot of black people did vote for, and I'm not saying a lot of us didn't. I didn't vote for, but I know some people were saying leading up to the election that if she loses, they're going to blame black men like myself. We might be the scapegoats for it. I don't know. Regardless, it's not the scapegoat. It's not black men's fault that Kamala lost. Kamala was speaking circles and didn't quite answer the questions. If you looked at her town halls, things like that. And so I think Donald, not that he was so much a better candidate than her, he was just able to speak to his base better. And they were really riding with him on him still saying "Make America Great Again," and just the way he acted throughout his campaign. Probably had a lot of sympathy from when he was shot at. Whether you think it was staged or not. So all of these things played, a key factor in Donald winning, in my opinion. So that's something we have to look at. I mean, the fact that he was even able to get Tulsi Gabbard to flip flop, that's big. Getting certain people who were once Democrats to flip over to Republican. I believe it was Tulsi. I'm just looking that up. Let me make sure. I don't want any misinformation. Tulsi Gabbard. Looking it up. Yeah, this is her. And yeah, she did. Double check. Yep. There it is. Yeah, she says, I offer my heartfelt thanks and aloha to President Trump. I'm reading it. For allowing me to play a small part in his victorious campaign to make America great again. This is on her Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. It has been a great honor to privilege and get to know at real Donald Trump, a kind and courageous person who sincerely desires, and then you have to actually sign into X to read the rest of it. But that's what she put on X 1 hour ago. I just looked it up. So yeah, that was Tulsi, who flip-flopped over and, turned Republican. So those type of things, really, help put Trump over the top, because they said, she used to be transition from Democrat to high profile. I guess you can call her Republican at this point, but she once tried to run for president as Democrat. If you all remember, she didn't get the nomination, but for her to just now turn around and support a Republican president, it says a lot. And I guess you can officially say she's a Republican too. But yeah. So all these type of things there, they help Trump pull out the win. Tulsi's support, he gets a lot of support from ladies, and a lot of people probably would think, based on the things that he said, but he still gets a lot of support from women who, I guess, just like his policies, the way he does business, and they just feel certain things will, fall into place with him. So he definitely gets a lot of female support, and so we can't leave that out. I don't know the demographics of how many women voted for Kamala and Donald, men, or the racial demographics, what race voted for who. But, the country made their decision, last night. I think the migrants that played a big role, they just kept being let across the border. And the Democrats are just, they won't give a reason why they keep coming in. Just go to the sanctuary city, get these benefits. You got inflation going on, and stuff is expensive, food is up, gas, milk. And then American citizens see these non-citizens coming in, and you getting all of these handouts, assistance. That really rubbed a lot of Americans the wrong way. And the Democrats weren't saying anything about, hey, we're going to stop the migrant crisis. You see what it's doing to Denver, Chicago, and New York City. Chicago's already in debt. They're over their budget from in part in spending so much money on migrants, a lot of people are saying. So, it's devastating certain cities' economies trying to take care of the migrants. And so you put all that into play, that really helps Donald, who's saying, hey, I'm sending them back. So, yep, I just, wanted to come to everybody with that and share your thoughts on it. She made her concession speech. She's not going to put up no fight and drag it out, which I think is good. Go ahead and step down. I don't know if she's going to try and run again. This is her second time. I'll say running. She didn't get the nomination in 2020. Joe Biden did. And she really didn't get the nomination this time. And Joe stepped down. And that's all the Democrats had left. And they put everything behind her. So I don't know if they would probably go with her again for the 2028. I don't see her being the one that Democrats push. So Democrats will have to find a new star and change policies. But right now, the Republicans are in control, whether you like it or not. So, just, do you, be you under the new presidency, and keep your eyes open for what's to come. Inauguration day, what Trump is going to do. We'll see what happens with Project 2025. Don't let that scare you. You can read through it, but let's just see what happens. That's my whole thing, with this. And, now it's just another day. Election day is behind us. Here come the holidays. Hopefully this election isn't getting anyone down. No one's just really out of it because he won and she lost, whatever the case may be. Just continue on. An election is an election. Hopefully you all also, if you had other things going on in your neighborhood, you voted locally too for aldermen that affect other things as well, that affect you directly. And, hopefully those people won, since you're going to see that direct impact in your communities, your neighborhoods, your children's schools, things like that. School funding, it's all type of other things that are on these ballots, yesterday. So, yeah. So, United States, it is what it is. There'll probably be a lot more, not fallout, but more information, more people giving their 2 cents on the win for Donald, the loss for Kamala, and how and why it happened, and what she could have done differently, the party, in order to secure being the first female president. History would have been made, but nope, it's still straight men so far, presidents of the United States, no woman as of yet. And there you have it. Let me know what you all think in the comments. As always, put it down below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Facts or feelings, that's all one word, no spaces. You put that in the YouTube search, facts or feelings, no spaces. This channel comes right up. Like, share, and subscribe. Get this video out here. Again, tell me what you think in the comments, who you voted for. If you voted, did you vote? Did you sit this one out? And, just let me know. What do you think of the voting process? Do you think anything is going to change? Do they all just lie just to get in? Whatever you want to say. This free space. We're not judging anybody down in the comments. And that's about it. I am out, YouTube. Y'all have a good one till the next video. Peace.